Hello and welcome to our channel Daddy, Dad and Me. We became a family last summer when we adopted our son after starting our adoption journey back in 2018. As you can see from the channel, we have lots of vlogs to help prospective adopters and other adoptive families on their journey to parenthood. We have vlogged all about different aspects of our journey, from stepping foot right inside the adoption agency, the assessment process, and more recently, parenting little man. Here's today's vlog.
Hello, hope you are all doing well. Welcome back if you have already subscribed to the channel. If you are new, very much a big hello to you. Hope you're all doing well. This is another video, so as you'll probably see from one of our previous videos, obviously we've asked for requests and anything that we can cover, and obviously we can help with, we shall. This was a request by another subscriber about routine and how to embed routine for your child, obviously when you're going through the adoption process and once they are placed. So this is very much our experience, our opinions, our views. It will all differ from child to child, how you parent, how he's been or they've been parented before, how they've been in care. So it's just be very mindful of that, because everyone will have different ways in which they will deal and embed with routine. So talking from our experience, when we first met little man, we made it quite an important thing for us to really understand from his foster carers what his day-to-day routine looked like. What did he like doing? What did he not like doing? How did his day look like? Things about naps when he was sleeping. All of that was really kind of key in understanding for us how that would kind of translate once he was home, and to how we would operate on a day-to-day basis. And that would be things like work, things like taking the dog out, which I know sounds a bit silly, but it's just all the things that you do in your day-to-day life, and you're having to come up with your own routine, which is probably one of the hardest to kind of grasp, because you may want to change what the foster carer has done, because every family's different, every household's different. So we were understanding that, and obviously that went on for a good 5-6 months or so before he came home. What I would say about embedding routine for little ones, especially when they've just come home, and obviously dependent on how many times and how different they've been parented, it could just be that they were removed from the birth family, they've been with one foster carer, and then they've been put into an adoptive placement. However, if you've got a child that has moved multiple times within care, they may find it slightly harder with routine. And as we know, routine is drilled into us lots and lots, because children thrive on it. And I found it quite odd when someone said that to me at first, because I kind of thought, well, does it? Now, having seen obviously the effects of it and the effects of not sticking to routine, and you can see kind of where it starts slipping and sliding. So I would say, yes, stick to your routine religiously for as long as you can. And if you need to make amendments, so we started amending the routine, I'd say pretty quickly after he came home, but it's not changing everything about his day. We were just changing small things that we would perhaps do and that we would want to parent like. We were starting to do those very, very slowly, not so it was too harsh and so different that it kind of was upsetting for him. We would go at his pace, but introduce things slowly, and over time it became easier and easier for him to do that. And then you can pretty much end up changing the entire routine to fit around how you want to live and how kind of the world obviously currently is due to the coronavirus. So I would definitely say routine is definitely key for everything they do. We have struggled at times, and I do put that down to the lockdown, the tears that we were in. And obviously some days we could get out, then we couldn't. Then obviously over Christmas we couldn't see anybody. And so I was saying to somebody earlier today that we've never really had, I feel, a proper routine. And only now we're coming out of lockdown, obviously very shortly. starting our routine will change again. And one thing to kind of say here is that's okay. Your routine will change, it will progress, it will develop, and it has to. And it's just being mindful of how the day-to-day looks. We keep very much kind of lunch times, meal times, obviously dinner times, breakfast, etc. They are all the same. They kind of never really change, albeit that we change the timing slightly. What would go on during the day has changed, and it's just bringing those things in, as I said, very gently, and kind of just seeing how the child takes to those. And that's what's most important, because obviously the child is at the centre of all of that for their routine. So it's important that they understand, they get used to it. So much so now that little man knows his routine day in, day out. But obviously this week personally we've changed the routine again, and that's to benefit him. And we know that can become unsettling. We need to be aware of that as his parents, and to be mindful of how we can help him transition when it changes again, which is likely to be kind of summer holidays just before school, and then that final routine change once he starts his schooling life. So yeah, I hope that helps. Its routine is so important, as I've said, and I would just say stick to it. When little ones first come home, obviously once they're placed with you into their forever home, stick to the routine for a little while, but you can soon kind of start changing things. And make sure, if little ones are looked after by people, make sure they are aware of routines also, because they really need to stick to it again, because that's going to support you, it's going to support them, and obviously most importantly the little ones too. If they are in kind of nurseries, etc., preschool, see what their routine's like then, just to see how much it perhaps differs, and say I like to know every day kind of what's happened, what's been done, because then I know if things happen in the coming days or at night, etc., I know what's happened in his routine. So it's everyone will deal with it differently, but say routine is absolutely key, and they thrive on it. They want to know what they're doing, how they're doing it, why they're doing it, when they're doing it, and yeah, you're kind of, before you know it, we say we've changed it lots and lots of times, and we were very nervous about changing it at first, but yeah. Any questions, please let us know, daddydadandme@gmail.com, or on any of the socials at daddydadandme. Any more requests, please do let us know. We are more than happy to share our experience, and views of how we've dealt with things, just so it pushes it out into the community, and that other people can kind of understand how we've tackled things along the way and learned, etc. And that's how obviously we all learn. So yeah, any questions, please get in touch. See you soon. Take care. Bye.